Hello, fellow citizens. This is your friend, Dr. Haruna Goroh. I want to just let you know what I think about what's going on currently in Nigeria. I really would want you to be patient with me and go through this broadcast to the end because I have a lot I'm going to be saying. It will be a little bit long, but I plead with you to be patient with me. Go ahead and share the broadcast with as many people as you can. Let's go ahead right now and discuss this matter of genocide of Christians in Nigeria and the call that Trump made to President Tinubu and his government to stop the genocide of Christians. If not, he is going to send in his own army to do that. And a lot of people are discussing, and people have various opinions, various views concerning this. Some are saying there's no genocide, and some are saying no, Donald Trump is using this as a means or a way to come and take our resources. So let's get into this right now. The way we're going to handle this broadcast is that I'm going to be answering some questions. I've got some questions here that people are asking, and I'm going to take time to answer them. The first question is this: why should Trump say there is genocide of Christians in Nigeria? Is there a genocide? I want to read your comment. So put down what your own views are concerning this matter of genocide. Let's not talk about Donald Trump now. We're even first of all asking ourselves, if Donald Trump had not made the call, what would we have said? What is your opinion? Do you feel there is an ongoing genocide in Nigeria, especially of Christians? I want to get your views on this matter. As we discuss this matter of genocide, it's important that we are on the same page. And I want to read from the dictionary what genocide means. Genocide is the deliberate and systematic killing or destruction of a large group of people, especially those belonging to a particular nation, race, tribe, ethnic group, or religion. In simple terms, what genocide basically means is when people are targeted and killed, not because of what they did, but because of who they are, and that is their identity. Hasn't that been happening in Nigeria? Where an entire community is wiped away, where people are targeted because of their tribe, because of their religion, what part of the nation they come from. For example, in history, we had occasions or situations where there were genocide. For example, the Holocaust during the World War II, where millions of Jews were killed by the Nazis, by the Germans. The Germans felt like these ones, they don't deserve to live. You remember the gas chambers. Millions died. One race considered the other race as inferior. And so what did they do? They annihilated them. They killed them in millions. We also have another example right here in Africa, the Rwanda genocide of 1994, when hundreds of thousands of Tutsis and moderate Hutus were massacred. Another example of genocide was the Bosnia genocide of 1990, where thousands were killed because of their ethnic and religious identity. So when you talk about genocide, it's important to have an understanding of what are we talking about. Under the UN General Charter or UN Convention of 1948, a genocide is referred to as the killing of members of a group, one. Number two, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group or of a group. Number three, deliberately inflicting conditions of life calculated to bring about the group's destruction. Number four, imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group. Number five, forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. That means basically what is happening there is that you're trying to completely wipe out that group by doing so. In summary, when we talk about genocide, what do we mean? Genocide is not just killing, it is the intentional effort to wipe out a people because of their identity. It is one of the worst crimes against humanity and a direct attack on the sanctity of human life created by God Almighty. And you know God created humans in his own image. And God says, thou shalt not kill. So any situation where another human being, no matter for what reason, takes a person's life, God says, thou shalt not kill. These killings that have been going on in Nigeria have not just been the killing of one person there, one person there. It's hundreds of thousands of people that have lost their lives, and people are here trying to debate what name to call it. The issue is this: even if it was the death of one person, nobody created another human being, and so no other human being has the right to take somebody's life just because there is a fallout, just because the person feels like, I don't like your group, I don't like your tribe, I don't like your religion. It doesn't matter. Nobody has the right to take somebody else's life. And this has been going on in Nigeria for a very, very long time. Those of you that are debating this matter of genocide or no genocide is because you have not had an experience with these evil terrorists, these killers, these people that don't want to see another person live apart from themselves. I have had first-hand experience. This thing is coming as far back. Have you forgotten the Metatsine riots? And many of the riots that have taken place in Nigeria, any little thing that happens, they will go after human beings and start killing them. And especially the different Islamic sects. When anything happens in Nigeria, any little thing that may even happen abroad, they will make it a Nigerian issue. They will find an excuse to go after people that worship different from them, especially Christians. I remember in 1987, we went for an outreach in Kafanchan, ATC. The night that we were doing this, there was an attack on us by the Muslim students of that campus. And the person that was preaching, his name was Abubakar Bako. We were together. Do you know what happened? Abubakar Bako comes from a Muslim background. And so he was sharing his testimony, the testimony of his conversion to Christianity. And then one girl was passing, coming from the library, and she stood together with some other Muslim students, and they were listening. And then after a while, the girl started saying, why will you stand and be watching? And this person is busy discrediting Islam. What he's doing there is a taboo. You need to stop him. And you guys are standing like cowards, and somebody is exposing and is even quoting from the Quran, and you are standing there like cowards. Why don't you do something? And the moment she instigated them, they started doing Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And when you hear them say that, start that Allahu Akbar, talking about God is king, God is the ultimate, is the ruler, they are not saying it because they are actually acknowledging God. They are winding themselves for something terrible. The next thing we will see, they carry stones and started stoning. And then one person carried a very big stone and ran to the stage to crush the head of Abu Bakr. And I ran on stage, and when he brought the stone to hit on him, I took my shoulder and they hit me here, and I had a wound. Up to now I have the scar that came as a result of that attack. They went back and ganged up and came and attacked the Christian students that were in that campus, and some of them had to run for their lives. The Muslims started attacking other people in the community. So the local people around that place, which was Kafanchan, the villagers started coming because they heard that their relatives, the people were being killed. So they came to defend their people. And it became a clash between the locals and the Muslims. They started going on radio and sending messages and telling them they are killing Muslims in Kafanchan. Muslims are being killed. So they called Muslims from all over Nigeria to make sure that they go after every Christian, because there is a slaughter of Muslims going on in Kafanchan, which was a pure lie, because I was there. They started burning churches, burning businesses of Christians, killing people. I am telling you, you will not want to see the bodies that were carried in trucks, trailers of just dead bodies, burnt. You would think it was roasted yam. Human beings sticking out. I am just telling you my own experience. There was a riot. Everywhere was a shutdown. Multiplied hundreds died during that 1987 crisis. So these people have been so intolerant. Sometimes it will just be a lady passing by a place where they put stones for their worship without even knowing it. They will say she has defiled the place, and they can even go after that lady and kill her. A lot of them have discredited the Bible. No one has gone after them, just like what happened to Deborah and some others. And they will just unleash evil and burn the person alive, kill the person, and life just continues. I have had first-hand experience with this thing about terrorism. And so nobody can tell me, you come and be telling me, okay, it's genocide or no genocide. Maybe especially those of you that are from the South, you don't know. I used to tell people that Southerners, if they are not careful, very soon, this thing we are suffering in the North will go down South. Some people used to say to me, they can get you weak, foolish Northerners, but it's not easy. Let them come to the South, we will deal with them. But are they now not in the South? What happened in a war where they went to a church and killed so many people? Is that the North? It's all over. I told people their plan is to make sure that they take over the whole of Nigeria, Islamized Nigeria. Usman Danfodio's agenda, his vision was not realized when he met resistance in Middle Belt. That's why they are very angry against wherever there are Christians in the North. From that point, the people fought back and said they're not going to allow this agenda, this vision, diabolic vision that Usman Danfodio had about making sure he takes the Quran from Cape to Cairo. But in Nigeria, the idea is to make sure from Maiduguri, from Sokoto, until they dip the Quran in the sea. They became very angry that the people of the Middle Belt resisted their vision or their plan of making sure they dip the Quran in the sea. So that's why they've been unleashing this mayhem on all the people of Middle Belt. They have been the culprits. The entire agenda of genocide is to wipe off the resistance so they can go down to the South, because they just feel like they will easily get the Southerners if they can remove this resistance. So anybody coming and telling me that there is no genocide, go and tell all those orphans, go and tell those widows, go and speak at the different cemeteries, go to the IDP camps and tell them there is no genocide. I can't understand how some people will be so very, very insensitive, very ignorant in a nation where mass burials are taking place, and somebody is telling me, why should Trump come? Why shouldn't Trump come? When we have leaders that are rogues, leaders that are complices, they are the ones that are conniving with the people. We got people in government that were known to be sponsors of terror, of Boko Haram. Buhari's former Minister of Information was known to be one of the main sponsors of terror in Nigeria. But didn't he serve his term? He did. People are asking me, are you in support of Donald Trump coming? Do you know those Americans, wherever they go, the situation becomes worse? The question is this: what has our government been doing to deal with the situation or with the issue of insecurity? I thought that the time that Buhari came in as somebody that has a military background, it will be no nonsense against this Boko Haram and all this form of insurgency. I was so sure. I was one of the people in the North that supported the coming of Buhari. And I didn't know this person was a camouflage, was hiding behind and telling us he's coming to deal with corruption. They said that Jonathan was too corrupt, that he is coming to root out corruption. And that time, everywhere you just hear of corruption, corruption. But now as we are talking, corruption has been taken to the power of 1 million. Corruption during Jonathan's time is like baby, it's like kindergarten, it's like nursery school. It's now that you see real corruption. If you don't want to be in trouble, you don't want EFCC to come after you, just join APC. APC, the moment you join APC, it doesn't matter what you have stolen from the nation, your sins will be forgiven. That's why we see today, every other governor, they are all running to APC, House of Assembly. You go to the Senate, People are decamping. Why? They are preparing for 2027. They are saying this particular regime, they know how to rig. They know how to get you the votes to make sure you get to the Senate, get to the House of Rep, or get to the House of Assembly in your state, or become a governor. That's why we're having a lot of cross-carpeting from the opposition parties, all teaming up together with Tinubu preparing for 2027. Nigerians, if you're not very smart, 2027 is going to be worse than what you have seen now, because it will be a gang up of the people that don't care about you. All their concern is power at all costs. That's why this issue of insecurity, they are not prepared to handle it or deal with it. So now people are tired. The government is doing nothing. The ones that are sponsoring it, the list has been given. DSS knows who the sponsors are. We are told that some were arrested and the names were given to the government, but the government has not done anything. Tinubu, if you are truly here for Nigerians, why have you not been able to flush out these terrorists? You and Buhari and others went to meet Obama, I think, was it Obama or who, in America. Before 2015, you went there to talk about the genocide of Christians under Jonathan's watch, the Chibok girls, and all the things that were happening. How Boko Haram was taking certain local governments and putting their flags. You went to complain about the genocide. Now you are in denial of a genocide. That time it was nothing, it was still very small. The proportion was still small. But now we are hearing it is daily. Mass burials. Those days we were not having mass burials. So anybody that will come and say there's no genocide, it's either that you are a dead person yourself, you are a psychopath, you are somebody that has no feelings, or you are one of the sponsors. Somebody is there trying to debate because you want to be politically correct, because you want to appease your paymasters, those people that have become like prostitutes in the corridors of power, that will come and tweet and come and say, oh no, there's no genocide, there's no genocide. May God punish you, wicked people, heartless, no feelings for humanity. Go and tell all those people in Yelwata, tell all the remaining people that are there, in one day what happened. Tinubu, it took him long to go to Benue State after the massacre of people. So please, if you don't have anything to say, shut up your mouth, wicked people. And I'm so ashamed to even hear that some of the people that are saying there's no genocide, they are pastors. Go and pastor in the north. See what this Reverend Ezekiel has been talking about, exposing it. And that's why I'm happy hearing people like Dr. Paul Eneche speaking. He's right there in Abuja, they see, and he travels all over the nation doing meetings. He has his churches around and he's calling. And those of you that are there, maybe sitting in the south, in your air-conditioned office, in your church, where all you are doing is just preaching God bless you messages, and you're not thinking about people that are dying. The truth sometimes is bitter, but it is important if we want to really go forward. Do I support Trump's call? Yes, but shame on the Nigerian government that it has to take somebody from America to tell us the obvious fact, the obvious truth that this has been going on for decades. You want me to show you my eye? This left eye was as a result of Muslim bandits that hit me on this eye. Thank God that I'm alive to talk to you. Others are gone. Many have died before me, and many have died after me. And as I'm talking now, somebody has just been killed. And somebody is telling us there's no genocide. And it has to take Donald Trump. Instead of we celebrating and say, please, in any way you can help us. They've been pumping money. The government has been stealing it. The blood of the innocent will judge you. Those of you in government, those of you in the army, that could have stopped this thing long ago. Instead of the president being commander-in-chief, you want to command corpses, or only the few of you that are politicians and you are protected. You're not suffering what the people are suffering. You are not exposed to this danger. How can you be so heartless, watching your own citizens die, watching your own people slaughtered by these terrorists? And then somebody is saying it's not as serious, it's just header and settlers clash. Wicked people. Right now as I'm talking, the terrorists are even saying, okay, we're going to show to Donald Trump and to America that they can't stop us because we have a weak government that is part of the problem. You are not ready to stop this thing. And you are also not ready to allow the citizens to protect themselves. Since you are not going to protect us, give America a chance to do it. In the Constitution, one of the primary responsibilities of government is the protection of lives of its citizens and their property. But has this been the case? No. As long as it is well with those of you that are in politics, you don't care about the citizen. Enough is enough. I am in full support of Trump coming to help us deal with this insecurity because the government is not prepared to do it. Thank you very much for watching this broadcast. Please go ahead and share it with as many people as you can. Let it go viral. The truth cannot be hidden. I told myself I would never be silent and watch innocent people die when we can salvage the situation. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I am your brother, Dr. Haruna Goroh from Kaduna State. Bye-bye for now.